Hello? There, okay. Is it working? Yes, that should be working. Car setup. Custom setup. Load. Close. Okay, just need to go and close the door. Okay, so this is the first round of SF1 CCRL-LMU. And it's my first ever round of this championship. I haven't been on LMU for ages, so let's see how it goes. I've been grinding Kart Racing Pro, trying to get better at karting, and they handle completely differently, so it will be very interesting to see. Sorry if my mic isn't that good. I will mute it when it gets to the race, so that I can commentate over it. But for quali, I should be talking. I know the mic sounds horrible, but I'll try and get a better one when I can buy one. So, how many drivers do we have? We have 16 drivers. I'm a rookie in safety racing because I haven't played in ages. Just need to sort out the car setup. CQ, load, close, start. Oh, just wait at the exit. Oh. Why can you hear me breathing? That's a bit odd. Okay, now it's started. What's my look left and look right? Have I not set it up? Okay, that's backwards. That's pit limiter. That's change camera. That's change settings. That's look left, that's look right. I do not know the format of this championship, so that should be an interesting thing. And I only had one lap to practice because I was downloading the game again. Okay, 15 minutes quali, no practice, and I believe it's an hour race. I'm already locked up. What's happened to my driving angle? Okay, got to sort that out. What has happened to my driving angle? Oh, if I got into practice on time, that would have been fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, finally out. 26% fuel. This is going to be a very interesting race. I do know that the level of this is quite high, so that will be something. And in practice they were doing like 141. Of course, this will be my first video on the channel of me playing a game or sim racing, so let me know if you want me to do more videos. Okay. What is this setup? What's the ABS? to concentrate. I should probably change settings on long straights. Yeah. I believe I've only done like 5 online races in LMU and barely any AI races. So, an LMU rookie tries out at the highest level. Sucks. I've never joined any online racing leagues before. I mean, I did try and get into the kart sim championship, the T4 championship, but I didn't really know how to do it at that point, so I never got into that. Also, I wasn't fast enough to get into it. If I did, I would have been destroyed by everyone else. As of recording this, the third round of 1100 would have been fought in Dunswell was cancelled. Then next week it should be that, and the day after I went to Silverstone to do a race, I got a 52 something, and basically and third place. It was a very intense battle, but my racecraft just wasn't good enough. Oh, trail brake too much. But I got third place with 52-second lap time, which was the fastest at the place, and they said the lap record was 50.9 something, and that was an experimental time, so I'm quite pleased with that. I can't remember the exact lap time or the lap record number, which is a shame, but it was nice to get back in the kart since the last time I went karting was Shevington. And I'm not really a massive fan of Sodies. Well, I've only really driven that one other Sodies, the Silverstone Sodies and one other. So I don't have the most experience, but from my experience, the Silverstone one, they had one bar on the place. From my experience at Silverstone, we just had a bit too much front end grip and then I'll loosen up at the rear for my driving style. Okay, I'll look in this lap. Okay, LMU handles very different from my extensive experience with R-Factor 2. I've been playing that for ages and the game's literally died off, so last time I went to an online server in that was I think 2 months ago, and that was because there was only 2 other drivers. So that game has died, sadly. But LMU is amazing. And I'm glad it's not a paid subscription like iRacing. Oh shit, it's lifted there. That'll be at 7, but I imagine later in the quali I'll start falling a bit further down. lockdown, I didn't have much time to sort of fine-tune all of the audio, so if I'm really quiet or too loud, I'll try and fix that the next time, which hopefully will be next round. But I'll try to start making more Formula 1 Ultimate stuff. Okay, I'll be quiet for now, just so the final YouTube video it actually sounds okay. Locked up the tyres there. I think I did, from the limited feedback I get from my wheel, it didn't feel like it. 9.52.90. I'm surprised I'm that high up, but I don't think I'll be able to do any better. Never do that for me, which is annoying. Coming to this lap is positive, which it looks like it won't be. And we'll get into the next. Silverstone, sadly the video didn't work. I paid for the video, but for some reason it didn't record, so that's annoying. The first time I went and paid for it, but they didn't give me a camera. I haven't heard that now you can bring your own camera. Job next time. Oh, I'll have to put this up, otherwise I'm going to have to yeah, I'll have to put this out. That could be why I'm going so slow. That doesn't look by the end of that. Oh, my downshift isn't working properly. If I pit now, I'll try and sort out the sound. Okay, 37 is the speed limit. We've got about 1 minute to sort out the sound. Turn to garage. Game capture can come. Below that, desktop can be like that. I'll mute that. Then game capture. How will that be? Hopefully that works, so now you should be able to hear me above the game. That should be a bit better. How am I in GT3? I think I'm around 7th. Oh, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm 7th. Oh, this is gonna be great. So who do we have? We have are there any other Porsches? Yeah, there's one other Porsche. Seems like McLaren is quite popular. Now let's see overall. Know that the owner of the league, yeah, he's P1. The owner of the league is P1. Surprised the hypercars aren't P1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so onto the race. Car setup, I'll have to change that. So there's a Peugeot and 2 Peugeots. Oh, okay, they've got custom teams for this. Vexo Racing, IRL Racing Team, Mighty Ninjas. They are using the European Le Mans LMP2, so that could be why it's like that. Oh, that's definitely a different team. That's definitely not an official team. But where am I compared to all of that? Just need to check the stream. When I mute this, does it work? Okay, just testing something. If I mute it, if it works. So, custom setup. Should I stay on? I'll try and load the race setup. I haven't tested the race setup, so I know nothing about that. Then new wheels, new tyres, sorry. Who's still out on track? Is there anyone not out on track? Yeah, as I predicted, I'd fall back towards the end. just warning the chat that I'm going to be braking quite early.
And drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Is everything set up? Okay, so custom setup. That load. My adrenaline's pumping right now. It's a 1 hour 45 race. Wheel is set up. What are all the settings? I haven't seen this yet. Okay. That custom livery in front. That's pit lane. So the Aston Martin behind is number 32. Okay, as long as I don't finish last, that will be a good result for this race. With the hypercars and the LMP2s being around the same speed, that's going to make it very interesting. Should I try and... I'll try and go 7. I probably won't make it into turn 1 though, but that will be okay. Okay. Everything's working. Cold tyres, oh, that's going to be even more interesting. And in the chat it said there was going to be penalties, for instance, in the first corner. I don't know whether that means they're going to be harsher with them. I imagine so, so since it's my first round, I don't want to have a bad impression. And it's the first time I've raced with these guys since the 12 hours of Le Mans. And I had really bad internet problems then, but hopefully this goes well. Okay. Is that person going quite... Yeah, that person's definitely going quite slow. I've barely ever done these rolling starts because how's that erratic driving? Got to remember that people might be a bit slow on race starts. Don't want to jump start, so I've got to be careful with that. Gonna stay on the outside for this. Look left. Okay, the BMW's passing. The chaotic turn 1, is anyone off? No yellow flags. One person goes off to the left. Overtaking under yellows. Okay, right behind the McLaren. Oh, my wheel made me double shift. It's the corner that I was struggling in practice, these two. Probably going to be something happening here later in the race because I tend to have trail brake a bit too much. Bad exit, but it is an endurance race, so you never know what will happen. Oh, bad corner. Oh, wrong button. Okay, guy behind's definitely going to start catching up. Haven't made or lost any position. Actually, I think I made one. Oh, broke too late. Yup, stay on the outside to rejoin safely. Okay, where was my breaking point? There. Can brake a bit later, but I don't want to cause an incident. Hug the inside. Don't want to be battling at the start. Missed the curb, but don't want to cause any damage at the start. Saying that, I will probably break something. You don't want to use up your track limits at the start. Okay, I'm slowly catching. Late braking. Don't use the curb there. Can use it there. Okay, that's a good thing that I learnt there. I don't want to fight too much since I can even though it's a 2-second gap, I can easily lose that brake now. The car feels very planted, so it's the sort of setup I like in cars. In karts, obviously, I like it to be a bit slidey. Someone has already been disqualified, so I am up to 7th in class. But I don't know when the hypercars and LMP2s are going to start catching. Okay, looks like the people ahead are starting to catch up with the slower driver. It's also my first ever live stream, so I can do more. Well, you will not see it live, but this is the first time I'm recording it while talking. My steering wheel always does that at that corner, it double shifts. Oh, that was a messy couple of corners. The car feels like it's changed a bit. Don't know where or why. Haven't changed any settings. I'll probably move that over. Can take that curb. Don't take this. Then later in the race I'll be more willing to use that curb. Okay, 10th back. Think I've lowered the gap. Having some problems with my paddle shifts. Oh, lost a few tenths. Oh, I lost a lot of time round there. The Lexus is catching up. Feels like the brakes a bit off. Spinner behind. Was that a hypercar? No, it could have been. That's going to be interesting within 4 laps if they're lapping us that quickly. That guy seems to be going in the grass quite often there. Wonder why you can hear me breathing, that's a bit odd. stay in his toe. I know I'm quite far back. Seem to lose a lot of time here. Don't think my setup has the downforce for that. Don't know if everyone doesn't or whether it's just my setup, but definitely feel like I have to go on the throttle a bit later than I would like to. It's my braking marker. I've gained a lot of time, okay. I'm not going to try. If you probably... decided to pull out of that. That will compromise his line here. Hit the grass there. Oh, that was a big slide. Is he gonna give me room? It's pushing me off. That's not okay. You can hear me breathing. Oh, that's a bit annoying. He pushed me off. Okay, that's D. McAndrew. Pushed me off. That is not okay. If I can get the run on him here, that's going to be good. But I lost a lot of time. But that was not okay. He pushed me off the grass. He didn't give me any room. And he could definitely see me. So anyway, let's forget about it. Move on. But I'll keep that in my mind while racing. Maybe try and be a little bit different with overtakes. Like maybe try and do it in different places. Do feel like I'm going to be losing time stuck behind him, but because he made a few mistakes a few laps ago, I know I can brake late. When he goes off, back behind him, yeah, he makes a bit too many mistakes. Not a good overtaking opportunity here. Or hit that curb, which caused me to understeer. Oh no, keep it out of the wall. Okay, that is exactly what I did not want to happen. That early into the race, that is a very bad thing to happen. Gonna have overheated tyres. That is so annoying. Keep to the right. Don't hit me, okay. And I think it's not my first time racing with multi-class, but because I did have the 12 hours of Le Mans in multi-class. Has that used up any of my tyres? Okay, hasn't used up much for my tyres, but that has lost me a lot of time. Just hit the curb wrong or hit the throttle too early. Gain time from that. I know I'm faster than the Lexus, this is the corner where it all went wrong last lap. I think it was because I had to take a tighter line than I was expecting because he went off, but let's forget about that and continue on with the race. Although I was being held up by BMW because he was making quite a few mistakes. But this has certainly not helped me. Could be lapped by the number 1 GT3. Okay, lost a lot of time there. All it takes is consistency. If I could consistently keep up the pace, I can do very well here. Oh, the car felt a bit sketchy through there. Had a snap of oversteer at the entry and understeer on the exit. I've already gained time, so looks like the BMW has made quite a few mistakes since then. Gear shift, the paddle shifters are playing up again. If I can get past them, I think I'll definitely be pressured from behind. Okay, I've been going too fast through there. So I need to slow down a bit more. No. Yeah, okay, I just don't feel comfortable in the sim yet. Hasn't lost me that much time, but definitely don't feel that comfortable with it. Okay, it's the BMW ahead. Oh, did I miss my braking? Yeah, this is a very different setup from quali. But the BMW's losing time. Has the BMW crashed? Oh, it was the Lexus. Was that another incident caused by the BMW? Looks like no one can get past him now. But I will be trying to get past him, even if he may be a bit faster, or if he does gain pace later in the race. It will definitely be better to be ahead of him than behind. That was a good corner. Okay, I'm having to play it safe there since I don't want to go off again. Who is that head? Started to get a bit of oversteer there, but I am concentrating very hard, so I might not talk for a bit. Oh, I forgot to get water to have next to me while I drive. Okay, that was the league owner passing me. There's P2 for the hypercar passing, and it seems that I'm staying around the same gap to driver ahead, so I'm not going to beat him on pace, but I could easily beat him by not making mistakes, but it seems like the mistakes of the start have started to disappear. Just got to adjust my headset. Okay, we're around 25 minutes into the race. Feels a lot longer than that, but at this point, there's no point in ruining my race just to get a good lap time, or just to... The car felt super unstable through there. I hit the brakes and the rear stepped out. Doesn't seem like a lot of wear, but I will probably, for the next one, add 100% virtual energy. Okay, that is P3 in hypercar passing, and doesn't look like there are many more. Where's my brake marker gone? Someone must have hit it. Luckily, my brake marker for T1 can't be destroyed because it's the white line. Bad turn there. A good exit, which is surprising. And it's so hot in where I am right now, so it might get quite uncomfortable. We're getting a phone call. Yeah. Forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and it's on the opposite side of the room. Oh, and I don't have a fan on as well, because that would create too much noise. But, instead of talking about that, let's talk about the race. I am catching up to the driver ahead, Dimuk Andrew, so hopefully, by the end of this, I will be ahead of him. them. I'll have to outdo him on somewhere where he can't push me off the track. But I've gained almost 2 seconds that lap, and we are very similar pace. Okay, there's my usual brake marker. Brake. Going to have to go off based on the destruction of where it used to be. What will my lap time be? It will be a 1:53. My best is... What is my best? Doesn't say. Anyway, braking. Now you can actually properly see him. Caught up a lot, which makes me think he might have some sort of damage. Could have been the one to hit the brake marker. Brake. Car. What's wrong with the car? Just then I hit the brakes and the rear step tried to step out. Maybe I hit it too hard. And after that the tyres are going to be a bit off for a few laps. Yeah, the tyres are starting to feel a bit off. Okay. May have to think. I've lost about a second from that, which isn't the best. We'll be coming up in 15 minutes. We'll be coming up for the first 45 minutes of the race. And then there'll be another hour after that, and hopefully by then I will be further up. But I wasn't looking for a podium today, since a lot of people in this league, sim racing league, have a lot of experience. That was a much better corner. About 8 laps until I pit. I'd say around 7, because I want to have that room and I don't want to push it too late until later in the race. Because later in the race you have to start to take risks to gain positions, but this early you just don't want to DNF. And the strategies will be very interesting for this, because some people may decide to pit earlier than others. Some people may pit early, some people might be trying to push it for a last few sprint laps. Right now I'm just going to try and run the fuel until it's almost completely gone. So predicting 55 laps. That wasn't that good, but might gain a little bit of time on exit. There is a hypercar coming up, so hopefully it catches me before I catch BMW ahead. because I don't want to be fighting when they catch up. Wrong button. Oh, that will mess me up. The rear tried to step out again there. If you know why the rear keeps on stepping out, tell me below if it's a setup thing, if it's myself, or if it's just the car, and how, or the game. Please tell me, because that will be very useful. Oh, it looks like the hypercar will catch me up by the braking zone. Lost a lot of time there, but I didn't want to hold up the LMH. That is a big mistake, so I'll know that for next time. Hopefully they hold up the guy ahead. Or hopefully they catch him in a weird spot. Lost about a second that lap. That's annoying. All that time I gained, it's gone up. Cast. Oh, okay. That was because I dipped it in the grass. Have I been doing that for other corners? Be interesting to see. So currently the gap's staying around the same, but the gap to the car ahead of him is getting bigger as we talk. Not by so much, but it does mean that if I eventually get up to those drivers, I will have to push quite, like, a bit more than I am now, risking a bit more per lap just to keep up. Made a mistake there. Don't know how much time I lost. But this is a personal best lap so far for the race. Don't know about for quali, because I didn't get to see my time. Took as much curb there as I could. Still lost time though, that is surprising. Sorry if I just knocked the mic. I was trying to adjust it because it fell. Gained a lot of time that lap.
That time was a 1:52.58.
He went in the grass there. That is good. Another 5/10 gained. There is a big enough gap to the cars behind that I can afford to fight, but it's just whether I choose to fight at this point of the race, since we're getting to the midpoint, because I definitely don't want to be stuck behind, but I know that if I do get ahead, he's going to be right on my, right behind me for the next few laps if he doesn't make a mistake. And that's assuming I don't make a mistake as well. Okay, 3 seconds behind. Hopefully he's starting to feel a bit of pressure. And I'm gaining on the GT3 ahead of him. That's nice to see that in the midpoint of the race I'm gaining. Although it is probably just getting experience with the car and the game. Charlie's catching up. Hopefully he catches up down the main straight. They have to brake a lot earlier than me. Definitely lost time there. Yeah, I lost a second there, so he's going to have the run on me through the next couple of corners. But they will catch him. Have they caught him? Oh, okay. He's not going to have to... He's not going to have to give room through the chicane. But I have caught up with him a second in a few corners. Just make sure I don't make any mistakes through here. Yellow flag. Is anyone out? It is the owner of the league. Is anyone else out? One of the GT3s is out. That's another position gained. The Aston Martin is off. It'll be interesting to see what happened there, but I will have to pit soon. Is it running out of fuel, or is it just... Oh, keep on pressing the wrong button. Did he run out of fuel, or did he just have some other problems? At this rate, he could be fuel saving though, because I'll have to make a pit stop later in the race at this rate. So maybe if I put it down to 15 laps. I'll lose no time through there. Pit limiter. What's my pit request? There, okay, that's pit request. Gained a lot of time, but I will be pitting this lap, so... If he also pits... Oh, sorry, I'll adjust the mic. If he also pits, then he should come out in a similar place. No change. Tyres. If I got 100%, if I fuel save, that would mean no more pit stops. pitting, and who else is pitting? Okay, need to hit the box. Should be a 37-second pit, and then hopefully the driver ahead does pit that in a few laps. But I want to try and gain time, and I'm not changing my tyres because it doesn't look like I'll need to for the whole race, which is good. Am I going to come out behind the Lexus if it doesn't pit? Come out ahead of those two. It's looking like it will be close with the Lexus. Of course, I'm ahead of him, but he's pitting. Okay, that is leaving it quite late from person ahead. There'll be blue flags on the way out. Who will that be to? That will be to the first place GT3. Big enough gap, though. Okay, I need to push because I'm going to try and undercut the BMW. He should be pitting this lap, otherwise he'll run out of fuel. And if he does, I'll have the tyre advantage since I'll have hotter tyres, since they did cool down. They'd lose about half their heat, I'd say, in the pits. If I fuel save well after I beat the BMW, well, if I get ahead of him, if I fuel save well, then, oh, and he is pitting. If I fuel save well, I should have to not do any more pit stops, which I've got 24. That would be cutting it very close. Yeah, so I'd get to about lap 48 at this rate. So I'll probably need to pull in for one last stop. And will I make it out ahead of the BMW? Okay. It's closing. The gap is closing. If I come out behind, I want it to be less than a second of a gap, but then he should get blues. Messed up that corner. He'll be on pit exit now. He'll be just getting to the end of the pit lane. And I've made the place. Looks like he is doing tyres as well at that rate. Okay, it looks like he will be doing tyres. That is one position gained from strategy. And the next car up the road is a Lexus, which will be... I don't think I'll be able to catch up soon, but I am gaining time. I've got to remember the braking points of the hypercars. Who's that GT3 that went off? Was that a position gained? No, that is a car that I'll be lapping. And I copied him! Okay. That is into the wall. I have damage. How bad is the damage? I've lost my rear wing. That is going to have to be a pit stop. Damage this early in the race. That probably has ruined it. And I will lose 2 places because of this. That's 2 places lost because of a silly mistake. What? That was odd. 1 whole minute, so that's going to be all the way down to last. That is so annoying. It was my mistake, so I have to take ownership to it, but that does look like it will put me out of contention for 6th. Did I just fix the mic? Hopefully. But that is not looking good. What is that livery? Anyway. That does not look good. And I will have to get ahead of that. Yeah, it does look like going to be behind. He's pitting as well, so looks like I will be lapped. After gaining that time, after gaining that position, I pushed too hard, copied the mistake of the Aston in front of me, and ruined the race for me. But there is still an hour left in the race. Hopefully, I can do better for that. And 47 seconds. He's 47 seconds behind me. I am could be a whole lap behind. It's not a lap, I'm a minute behind the Lexus, which unfortunately, if they do not crash or have to make an extra pit stop, looks like it is going to put an end to my race. But I'm not going to quit because I can't win if I quit, so I'll continue for now. Should have filled up with fuel. Oh, that's another mistake. I mean, I'll learn for next race. One mistake has ruined my race, but I'm still in the race. At least I'm still racing. All I can do is gain time and catch up to the drivers ahead. My goal was to not come last, and I've done that because someone got disqualified in the first few laps, and it does look like I'm not going to come second to last as I lock up into that braking zone, having to take the runoff. Stopping so I don't get any penalties, but that has lost me a lot of time. Just silly mistakes like that. I guess I went off and now I was pushing too hard, which is similar to what happened in my first crash. And the tyres are not good, so they should last a whole race. I shouldn't have to change them. They are crossing the line now. Does look like I am not going to gain any more time on them. Just get my head down, drive. It's going to be a lonely race, so hopefully I'll cut to the end. come on. Pushing too hard again. Just silly mistakes like that is what's cutting out at my time and it's caused the crash earlier. But I don't want to retire. Can't risk to have that hit on my drive rating because I do not have much experience on here. Okay, the driver ahead is P9, so I will be lapping him. Yeah, okay, so we're halfway through the race right now, at the midpoint. Car ahead will be the GT3 I'm lapping. But what happened to the Ferrari? Has there been a crash? Will that be another position? Which, of course, I would not want. I don't really want to be gaining positions that way. But I'll take them. Not really gaining any time to the cars ahead. That will be blue flags for the Aston Martin ahead. Be waving blues as he gets out the way. Lift off a bit more. There, okay. Thank you for that. So that's going to be top 10 overtakes for the race. Number 1, overtaking lap traffic. Thank you for watching the video. If I pit now, rear stepped out again. Think it's because I'm on the brakes too long. So if I pit now for full fuel, I'll lose a lot of time. I guess I just want to stretch it out. If I do, how long will it take? Going to probably do that. If I do that, then that will mean again the owner of the league passing me. For my first race in the league, it's not going that well. From here, if I make the pit stop early, it's going to be a massive mistake. Yeah, okay. For next round, I'll sort something out. Maybe do strategy before. It's going to feel good to take the checkered at the end of the race. What happened there? I locked up again, didn't I? Wasn't concentrating. Definitely because I'm braking too long. But I'm pitting this lap. So not what I was hoping for my first race in this league. Virtuality. Okay, so tyres are worth it for this. Because if I'm going for full fuel, tyres are definitely going to be worth it. Keep that in mind. But I will have cold tyres. Just sort of a burnout to warm up, to try and warm up the free tyres. It's not going to work that well though. And I could try brake dragging. That's just going to wear out the brakes. Okay, now it does not matter what I do with strategy. Oh, come on. That's my fault, but not what I was hoping. Of course, I've been lapped by the driver in front. Locking up the tyres again. Was that a lock-up or was it on the tyre page? My car seems to be behaving weird. It could be prior damage. I know I fixed it all, but don't really know how it works in this game. Are the tyres just not heated up yet? Are they just cold? Ooh, the BMW from earlier is picking up pace. Brake. Come on. This is so annoying. I wonder who's overall in the lead. The faster cars do look a lot of fun right now. Oh, getting a bit sloppy in the later stages. Can't undo my bottle with one hand. Keep on forgetting to do that in the pits. Yeah, I'm getting a bit sloppy with the longer times. Will I have enough fuel to finish the race though? Got 100% energy. Will that be enough fuel? Because 22 laps, we're on lap 35, so that'll take us to lap 57. So I'll have 3 laps left if the prediction's correct. I want to try and unlap myself from driver ahead. should have enough fuel to reach the end. Going to try and connect OBS to YouTube so I can live stream. Then you should be able to get stuff like this live instead of having to watch the video. I could pre-record this though, and then send it live. Doesn't matter if I get a track limits warning at this point. Though I don't want to. If they are doing it where track limits penalties get you like a certain amount for a race ban, it will get you points, and then if you go over that, you get a race ban. Then I don't want to get them. As lap traffic, I am catching up to the BMW we were fighting earlier. Because I want to try and unlap myself. I wonder where all of the hypercars are, because haven't seen any of them in a while. Is the BMW fuel saving though? This feels like it's gone back to the start of the race just before I crashed, with a 3-second gap to the BMW. He's close with another car ahead, with the Ferrari taking the place of the Lexus earlier. deja vu from earlier in the race. As I said earlier, I'm now willing to take more risks with the curbs, because obviously I want to unlap myself, and for that I have to be faster than the drives ahead. Obviously I don't want to push so much that I crash, because crashing while trying to, if I do, probably will just retire. Okay, around 25 minutes left of the race. Now it is in the ending stage. I have enough fuel to get to do 57 laps at this rate. So if I push as hard as I can, that should work. With the BMW ahead making a mistake, and this does remind me so much of earlier in the race. The briefing didn't help me that much knowing all the rules. It was just really, all the rules that I heard from the briefing was just, be careful into T1. So I don't know any of the other rules yet. I don't even know if I have access to them. Don't know what the rules are, so if they've got a rule about lapped cars, then I'm not going to do that well. Yeah, just don't want to get any penalties. And we finally see the hypercars 1 second behind, coming and lapping me again. Lost a bit of time from the BMW, but hopefully he's not going to be... Hopefully he won't be too feisty with it, since I want to unlap myself. Does look like he might be doing a bit of fuel saving. The first place LMP2 coming up behind. Is he flashing? Don't know if he is, but I am looking to... I'm looking to try and start pulling away from him. He makes a mistake, which means I should be safe. Well, I also made a mistake which probably put him off, which I am sorry about, but now there's a 1 minute gap to the car ahead, and who is that driver ahead of me right now in the race? Could it be that Ferrari? If it is, I am looking to unlock myself from both of them. Looks like they're all fuel saving. I am pushing as hard as I can. With 15 laps left of fuel, that should put me to 57 laps, so that'll be just barely enough fuel. A few laps extra to push. But if I start eating away at it, then if I start eating away at it too much, then I will back off and start fuel saving. But for now, it doesn't look like it, so I'm going full push. I'm gaining on the Ferrari. I think it's a Ferrari ahead. Slow down a bit too much there. Took very defensive braking. But the BMW is definitely fuel saving. He's looking, if he doesn't make another pit stop, I'm going to finish in this position. If he does, then who knows where we'll come out depending on what he does. If he does fuel and tyres, then it's going to be like a 30-second gap, I'm guessing. If it's, or maybe even I get closer to him. Yeah, okay, so it'll be around a 40-second gap. There's going to be a 40-second gap if he does pit, since for me it took around a minute. So no matter what, doesn't. But then if he makes any sort of mistake or has to pit again for longer than a certain amount of time, that will put me above him. So now all I can hope for is he pits or makes a mistake. If he just fuel saves, there's no way I'll be able to get ahead. I'm hoping for a late race carnage. If they had safety cars in this game, I'd hope for a safety car to come out and then let them unlap ourselves, but it's endurance racing. They're not going to do that in LMU. They don't even have safety cars in LMU. But it would be nice if they did have a feature like that added. Yeah, so I'm not gaining any time from Ferrari. I'm not going to be putting any pressure on him since he knows that I'd be trying to unlap myself. All I'm hoping for is in 20 minutes I can gain around 120 seconds, which will put me a comfortable amount ahead. Basically, all I need is 100 seconds in 18. Let's say 20. So that would be how much? 100 divided by... Wait, no. 20. So that's... I'll forget it for now. Gaining time on the car ahead. And there's an 18-second gap between me and 9th. So he's just ahead. braking late there was a good choice for entry, but on exit, just dipping a tyre in. Okay, I should only look at that on the straights. Starting to get a bit messy for me. If I can just gain those 4 seconds, start. Is it worth taking a drive-through penalty to skip the whole track? No, but at what point would getting a penalty be worth it? Because, of course, I know you could get a race ban if you take too many, but it's like an F1. If they know they can gain 5 seconds by cutting a corner a bit, and they know they can gain a comfortable amount of time between them and the drive behind, at that point, they're willing to take the risk. I don't know how penalties work in this game and in this league, so I'm not going to do that, but I am gaining pace towards the end. Is it going to be possible to set a personal best lap this late in the race? And I'm surprised that later in the race, it is starting, the hypercars are starting to come around less often. Okay, so the BMW is going to make it to the end of the race without pitting, and it doesn't look like I'll be able to gain any more positions. Locked up into there. Smell fuel. Don't know what it's from. Could have been the car that drove past earlier, but I can smell fuel. I have an authentic experience, I guess. I'm driving on a wheel in LMU and I can smell the fumes of fuel. They must have like a tune that dumps fuel into their exhaust to create flames or something. Depending on how I do, this video should come out next week. hopefully it will be out by next week. But if not, it's going to be, I'm going to edit it along with the Rissington video. And sorry that I don't have race footage for that. The mic just went a bit weird there. Sorry I don't have any race footage for that because they don't let you anymore. So it may not be the best video like the other ones. And sorry about how the... Oh, I've spun again. Who's this behind? 6th place. I'll let him behind. Okay, that was the Lexus that we were behind earlier. Or is it? No, the Lexus we were behind earlier is in 4th. Oh, I could have been in such a better position for this race. Oh, I can't believe I spun. Come on. I mean, the track here in the game is really nice. I love how they've... Yeah, I'm just talking about rubbish now, but the track does look really nice. Because I'm just really noticing now the trees along by the track. It really does make it feel amazing. 10 minutes left. Okay, the final push. Final 10 minutes. I'm not going to gain any positions. Doesn't look like I'll lose any positions. Plenty of fuel left to just push for the rest of it. But is it worth it? I don't think it is. I mean, I can afford to push it a lot and spin, but do I want to risk retiring? No. Oh, has the mic started working now? Okay. I don't know how the mic will be for the final few bits. Oh, and on the LMP2 ahead has... What's that guy doing? He had a drive-through penalty, but is that my fault? I'm gonna flash him. But what was he doing? I was coming out of it. The people... I had priority there. So far, this league has been unbelievably clean. Other than the incident before, at the start of the race, this league has been amazing. Definitely going to try and come back for more later on. And I am interested in doing some karting endurance races, so hopefully I can do some of them. Need to find a team though around my level, since I don't want to be holding back the rest of the team. Okay, the BMW has pitted, and predictably, he is a ridiculous amount away. So annoying how this race unfolded, because if I did well, I could have been up there in 6th. I probably would have been around 6th or something. Maybe even 4th or 5th, but I made silly mistakes, like the one I made now. Like the mistake I just made, I couldn't see my braking marker. Oh. This is not going well at all. If the BMW does crash in the final few stages, and he has to pit, it'll be like if he's doing 100% fuel, which he won't, tyres and repairing a lot of damage, then there'll be like a second. I'll be a second or something behind him. If it's just light damage, there'll be like 30 or 40 seconds, which he probably won't pit for. Okay, he's pushing now. He can afford to push. Have got more fuel than him though. Final 5 minutes. There's going to be 4 or 5 laps left. Not the best race so far. I'm not going to gain or lose any more positions. So, where's the braking marker gone? Where's my braking marker gone? It's painted on the track. Where on earth has it gone? Am I just missing it? But I genuinely cannot see that braking marker. Come on. Okay. At this point, someone should just hit me or just punt me. That'll give some... If the race doesn't end up being that exciting. The race doesn't end up being that Oh, and someone goes off. Who is it? Looks like the 6th place Lexus. 6th place Lexus has gone off. But of course I'm not racing him, it's not for position, so what's really the point of it? I mean, I'm not going to try and fight because that would ruin his race and possibly ruin mine. Though I don't believe, yeah, okay, that's going to ruin both our races if we fight. Don't want to risk that because he's in a good position. Of course I'm not, but it's not right to just crash into someone or fight and ruin their race. These last few laps are going to feel like the longest laps ever. Okay. Oh, my marker's is in the shade. My marker's been covered with this shade. Looks like 2nd and 3rd, they're quite close for the end of a race. That top 3 is quite close. Probably just going to live stream this as pre-recorded because it hasn't been the best. I mean, I could try and edit it to make it exciting, but in reality, it's just not going to be fun to watch. It's going to be like 2 more laps, but if I do that, it's not going to be fun for you. It won't be fun for me to edit. So and the Peugeot ahead cuts the track. Why is he? Oh, he must be serving a penalty. So if this does get sent out, it's just going to be a boring live stream. I mean, if I end up gaining a place within the last, like, lap, then I'm definitely going to make a video on it. But because that would be quite a good hook. But by the end of the last lap, I gain a position that I've been fighting for the whole race. I can make a whole story about it, but if not, there's not really a point. There's not been, other than crashing at the start, there's not really been anything that exciting to make a story around. Other than my race got ruined, which, oh, my wheel's playing up. Other than my race got ruined, it's not a very good hook. How are my tyres doing? Okay, they're fine. Really didn't need to tire change, but I needed to anyway. 1 lap to go, final lap of the race. And I've said if I gain a position on the last lap, I'm going to make a video on it. But I hope, and that's not just if I overtake the Lexus in front, that's for if I actually gain 7th place. Because if I do, there's a massive, I can make a story about it, how the end of the race, say the overtake on the last lap, the last race. Oh, that is my favourite LMH. Are they using custom livery? Doesn't look like it. Oh, and the Peugeot goes off right at the end of the race. Like I said, sorry for the bad mic quality, I'm gonna get another one. And once we see the checkered flag at the end of that name in 7th, and if that is ahead of me, I'm not going to make a video on it. Which, unless he crashes on the last lap, right now, it's not possible. But across the line, for the end of the 1 hour and 45 minutes of Monza. Okay, so not the best race for me, not the most exciting. I'll pull over. And that is going to be it. So, first place, is that overall? Yeah, okay. First place, overall, is an LMP2, and it's the owner of the league for Vexo Racing, Charlie Maguire. Proton competition number 99 is the P1 in Hypercar, and P1 in LMGC3 is the Mighty Ninjas. And it was going so well just until that crash at the start. I'll see if I can get it up. I'll have to save this. How do I save? Okay, so start of the race. Where that incident with the BMW changed the camera. Where was that incident? Have I missed it? Have I already gone past it? Okay, what point in the race is this? This is lap 3, so no. It's definitely coming up though. Is it next lap? Look, I think it will be next lap. Because that was like less than the second gap. But at this point in the race, it was going so well. And yeah, okay, look, so 6th place. I was fighting for 6th. I would have been... Okay, it's definitely this lap. Fighting for 6th place. Could have gone down the inside. Pulled out of the move to get a better exit. No point in doing it there. Okay, it's definitely this lap. I'll go. Okay, so this is what the incident. Braking. He goes wide, shoves me off. That's okay. Bit of an unsafe rejoin, but that's okay. And I'm alongside, fully alongside. He just starts. That's netcode. That's just netcode. Nothing happened there. Okay, now I'll see if I can go a few laps ahead. Had I already crashed at this point? Have I already crashed at this point? Okay, it's probably going to be this lap. There wasn't enough time to do it, but that was the race. Did not go as well as I wanted it to. But thank you for watching. I'm going to send this as a live stream, so just want to let you know that this is pre-recorded if you're seeing the end of this. But thank you for watching. Now I should be able to stop.